When David's wife and David's daughters was taken away from him, he went to go retrieve it. And they said when he got everything that was taken away from him, nothing was missing. Nothing was missing at all. It was left just how everything was fine. Despite what he had lost, when he got it back, nothing was missing. When we experience some type of loss, we have a fear that we're missing out. We're missing out on time, we're missing out on love, we're missing out on success, we're missing out on happiness. We often think that. You can only think that you are missing out on something from looking at the lives of someone else. When you look at the other people's lives, you now think that something's wrong with your life. I now think that because they have something I don't, that something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with my life. And this a lot of times happens with loss. We might have lost a job. Now we think we're missing out on success, or we lost an opportunity. Now we think we're missing out on the future. We lost a relationship. Now we think we're missing out on love. And we see other people maybe appear to be in love, maybe to be in a relationship, maybe to have a job, maybe seem to have things going for them. And now we think we're missing out. We only get that from looking at other people's lives and comparing. You don't know if you're missing something. If nobody else had a phone, if I didn't have a phone, I wouldn't know that other people had. I wouldn't know that I was missing out, what I was missing out on, until I look at other people and realize that everyone had phones, and I'm like, okay, I'm missing out. And that comes from comparing. We compare our lives to other people so much to where the things that they have that we don't, the things that they have that we don't, we feel as though that we're missing out. Just because they have it and we don't doesn't mean you're missing out on it. No, they're in this season of their life, that's what they have. And in this season of my life, I might not have that. I might not be the big successful person yet. Or I might not be accomplished my dreams and living my goals yet. Or I might not have found love yet. That might not be where I'm at in this season of my life. But does that mean I'm missing out? I think that from looking at other people's lives and see them in the season that they're in. That becomes from comparing. Why compare? We compare ourselves so much to other people, it's insane. Comparing is such a slippery slope. Comparing is such a dangerous game. And it's really like a lose-lose situation. Comparing, whether you're comparing for the better or worse, it's such a lose-lose situation. Because just how a lot of times we look at people who we might think our lives are better than. We may compare our lives to someone else and think that we're better than them. We may be happy in this season of our lives and see someone else that may be going through something, and we think that our lives are better than theirs. And what that does is that creates us to have a habit of comparing ourselves to other people. That's such a slippery slope, because just how you can compare yourself and come to the conclusion that you might be the superior over this person, you will now compare yourselves to a lot of people. And just how you can compare yourself and that you can better somebody, you can compare yourself and come to the conclusion that this person can be better than you. And that is so problematic, because now when you come to that conclusion, now you become insecure. You now think that you're less than. You now think that your life is not worthy. It wasn't like that. You didn't think that until you looked at their life. And it's so important not to look at other people's lives, because if I just focus on my life and all the things that I have, I can truly appreciate what I do have, can be grateful for. But all that gets robbed and taken away from us when I'm so busy focusing on the life of someone else. If I focus on my life, I won't even notice, won't even care about what I don't have. I will only be appreciative of the things that I do have. But But we need to stop even thinking that we're better than other people, comparing ourselves to other people to say that we're better than. Because comparing is such a slippery slope. Comparing is like playing Russian roulette. It's like maybe the bullet I'm not sure if the bullet is in this time or in this time, but it's like I'm just shooting, but this time might be the time where I compare and I might not get the result I like. Why compare to say you're better than someone else, or compare to say that someone else is better than you? Because they're gonna have two negative outcomes. If I compare myself to someone else and say I'm better than them, now I'm being prideful and boastful and elevating myself, and I'm putting someone else down. Or on the other hand, I'm comparing myself to someone else and saying that they're better than me, and now I'm putting myself down. So comparing your life to no one else has no positive outcome. My girlfriend, I tell myself, I have the most beautiful girlfriend in the whole wide world. I don't compare my girlfriend to other women. I will not do it. Reason why I don't do that, because just how I can say, if I were to say, oh, yep, my girlfriend's prettier than this girl, my girlfriend's prettier than this girl, and her too. In that same way, if I compare her to other people and I come to the conclusion, yeah, she looks better, I can do the same thing and to other people. I can compare her to a supermodel or a celebrity or one of these influencers out here, and I may come to the conclusion like, well, yeah, my girlfriend, that person looks better than my girlfriend, so, oh well, since this person I think looks better than my girlfriend, now I'm upset, and I can't appreciate my girlfriend. I don't think my girlfriend's pretty enough, when that's not the case. Compare my girlfriend in general to nobody, to may say that, oh yeah, she's prettier than somebody else, or to say someone else is prettier than my girlfriend. I will truly be able to appreciate the beautiful girlfriend that I have, can truly appreciate the girlfriend that she is and how amazing she is as a person. But if I compare her to other people and try to come to a conclusion that she's not good enough, then what that does is that makes me feel as though I need a new girlfriend. My girlfriend isn't good enough, or I need a better girlfriend, when that's not the case. So why compare to even begin with? Back to this fear of missing out. I'm missing out on having a good-looking girlfriend when I have a beautiful girlfriend. But because I looked at somebody else and compared, now I'm thinking I'm missing out, and that what I have isn't good enough. We have this fear of missing out because we think that we're not where we're supposed to be in life. And I want to give you guys a little advice. What I tell myself is that, and this is what keeps me from doing it, because we're all guilty of it. I do it myself. When I tell myself I'm right where God wants me to be, that gives me so much peace wherever I am in life. If I'm not living in my goals yet, if my YouTube doesn't have the most followers, subscribers, if I'm not acting in big movies yet, or if I'm not in the NFL, I am right where God wants me to be. And I trust that God's plan is better than any plan that I could have came up with. And I know that God's plan has a hope in the future for myself. And wherever I'm at in my life, a part of God's plan, that's right where I'm supposed to be. And I don't want to be nowhere else than where God wants me to be. I don't want to be where I want to be, where I think I should be. No, I want to be where God has me, because that's the place that I need to be. So wherever God has you, that's where God wants you to be.